Welcome to 10th standard science class. Dear 10th standard students, good morning one and all. I am Keshwari, your science teacher. Welcome you all. Be aware of coronavirus. Stay home, stay safe. Wear mask regularly. Wash your hands frequently. Okay students, now we are going to learn some basic things about science. In today's class, we are going to study about laws of motion, about Newton's 3 laws. Already you have learned in lower classes. The 3 laws. What are the 3 laws? Newton's proposed 3 laws. These laws help us to understand motion. Motion means the movements of particles, movements of object. Okay. Next one, force. Force also already you have studied. Everybody continues to be in its state of rest or the state of uniform motion along a straight line unless it is acted upon by some external force. Okay. Next, Newton's second law. The force acting on a body is directly proportional to the rate of change of linear momentum of the body, and the change in momentum takes place in the direction of the force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Acceleration means movement. Then Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. They always act on two different bodies. அது FB is equal to minus FA. So, force B is equal to minus FA. So, force is equal but direction is opposite direction. That's all. So, Newton's law study. Many times I said force, force, force. Okay. What is mean by force? When a car is at rest, starts moving, a question that arises in our mind is, what causes the body to move? So the answer is force. So what is mean by force? In common man's understanding of motion, a body or a car or a vehicle, anyone, needs a push or pull to move or bring to rest or change its velocity. So this pull or push activity is called force. So force is finished. The next, impulse. So what is impulse in physics, or what is impulse? Impulse means a large force acting for a very short interval of time. So force is heavy or force is large, but the time is very short. That is called impulse. Properties of light. This is also basic. Properties of light. Light is a form of energy. We know very well. Okay. Light always travels along a straight line. Light does not need any medium for propagation. It can even travel through vacuum. So the speed of light in vacuum or air. Vacuum means air. Our surroundings is C is equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. The properties of light. Now refraction of light. When a ray, light is a ray. So when a ray of light travels from one transparent medium into another medium, path of the light undergoes deviation. This deviation of ray of light is called refraction. Already you are studying from lower classes this basic concept in physics. So the law of refraction, the incident ray, the refracted ray and normal ray of the light to the refracting surface all lie in the same plane. The pictures, this pictures instant ray, normal ray, refracted ray, both are lying on the same line. The two mediums are, one medium is air medium, another medium is water medium. Okay va? So air is one medium, water is the next. Atom. As you know, anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Atoms are the building blocks of matter. So atom is very, very important for all things. Okay. The atoms contain subatomic particles such as proton, neutron and electron. We know very well. Okay. The proton and the neutrons have considerable mass, but the electron don't have such a considerable mass. But the sum of number of protons and neutrons of an atom is called mass number. So, sum of the number of protons and neutrons are called mass number. Okay. The atom has three particles. We know electron, negative charge, proton, positive charge, neutron, no charge. It is neutral. The atom is the smallest particle that takes part in a chemical reaction. What are the difference between atoms and molecules? Atom is the smallest particle of element. Molecule is the smallest particle of an element or compound. Atom does not exist. Exist means separate in free state in noble gas. Molecule exists in free state. Atom does not have a chemical. Already you have studied the features of the modern periodic table in standard 9. Here, let us confine to the study of the features of periods and groups. Okay. The modern periodic table is a tabular arrangement of elements in rows and columns, highlighting the regular repetition of properties of the elements. This is periodic. Okay. How many periods? 7 periods. 7 periods in the periodic table. The horizontal rows are called periods. There are 7 periods. Then groups. Vertical columns in the periodic table is called groups. So there are 18 groups in the periodic table. 18 groups. This group number 1, alkali metals. The family is called alkali metals. Group 2 is called alkaline earth metals. 3 to 12 group, transition metals. The 13th group, boron family, the first element name. 14th group is called carbon family. 15th group is called nitrogen family. 16th group is called oxygen family or chalcogen family. 17th group, halogen. 18th group, noble gas. That's all. Okay, students. Next, isotope. Isotope means same element, different atomic mass. That is called isotope. So, isobar, different element and same atomic mass. This is called isobars. Next, solution. You have learnt about mixers in your lower classes. Most of the substances that we encounter in our daily life are mixes of 2 or more substances. The substances present in a mixer may exist in one or more physical state. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide are example for solution. Okay. Solution are 2 types: binary solution, ternary solution. Binary solution means one solute and one solvent. So totally 2 components. That is binary solution. Ternary solution, one solvent and 2 components are called ternary solution. For types of solution, aqua solution, non-aqua solution. Aqua solution with water. The example, common salt in water. Non-aqua solution without water. Sulfur dissolved in carbon disulfide. Next, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. But photo means light. Synthesis means to build. So it is a process by which autotrophic organs like green plants, algae and chlorophyll. Okay. Where does photosynthesis occur? Photosynthesis occurs in green parts of the plant. For example, leaves, stems and floral buds. Okay. Photosynthetic pigments. The pigments involved in photosynthesis are called photosynthetic pigments. It is a primary pigment. Okay. Photosynthesis. In this process, the carbon dioxide combines with water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to form carbohydrates. During this process, oxygen is released as a byproduct. But CO2 plus H2O gives C6H12O6 plus H2O plus oxygen, water. Carbon dioxide combined with water in front of light and chlorophyll. It gives glucose plus water plus oxygen. Topic, blood cells. It is important, very very important in our life. So blood cells are three types. Red blood cells are corpuscles, RBC or erythrocytes. Next, white blood cells, WBC or leukocytes. Blood platelets are thrombocytes. Okay. Then blood corpuscles can be grouped into two categories. Function of blood. Transport of respiratory gases. Respiratory gases means oxygen and carbon dioxide. It is called respiratory gases. Transport of digested food materials to the different body cells. Transport of hormones. Transport of nitrogenous products like ammonia, urea and uric acids. It maintains proper water balance in the body. Okay. Human heart. Heart is a muscular pumping organ that pumps out the blood into the blood vessels. Human heart is situated between the lungs. The heart is made up of specialized type of muscle called the cardiac muscle. The heart is enclosed in a double-walled sac called pericardium. It contains lubricating pericardial fluid which reduces friction during heartbeat and protects it from mechanical injuries. Okay. The human heart is four-chambered. The two upper thin-walled chambers of the heart are called auricles. Next, the two lower thick-walled chambers are called ventricles. The chambers are separated by a partition called septum. Okay. The heart has many valves. The next, parts of a typical flower. This topic is also you are studying from lower classes. A flower is a modified shoot with limited growth to carry out sexual reproduction. A flower consists of 4 holes born on a thalamus. These holes are formed outside. Calyx consists of sepals. Corolla consists of petals. Androecium consists of stamens. Gynoecium or pistil consists of carpels. So, these are parts of flowers. Androecium is male part of flower. Is composed of stamens. Gynoecium is female part of the flower. Okay. Next, the female part consists of 3 parts: ovary, style, stigma. The ovary contains the ovules. The next topic, pollination. The transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of flower is called pollination. So what are the importance of pollination? It results in fertilization which leads to the formation of fruits and seed. Then new varieties of plants are formed. Okay, types of pollination: self pollination, cross pollination. Okay, what is meant by self pollination? Self pollination means the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to stigma of same flower or another flower. Okay, transfer of pollen grains from the anther to stigma of another plant of the same species, that is called cross pollination. Okay students, today topic is over. Revise the topics again. Thank you. God bless you.